as you can see, I've come in matching leopard print today. Hello and welcome back to Full Yoga. For today's session, we're going to do a hip opening flow, follow along, and I hope you enjoy. So we're going to come to the middle of our mat. We're going to take the soles of our feet together. Take our hands round the tops of our feet, bringing the heels of our feet as close to us as we can. Sort of just let our knees fold out, really relax down, keeping our back nice and straight. Deep breaths in and out. We're just going to gently start moving our knees up and down, flapping like a butterfly, sort of just working on getting our hips and our groin nice and open, just like a gentle movement here, not flapping up and down like crazy, just nice small movements. Keeping that back nice and straight. Just a few deep breaths. And then you should be in the middle of your mat, facing the short end. We're going to bring our feet wider than our hips, sort of to the edges of the mat, and we're going to do what I call Instagram wipers. So we're just going to put our knees down to one side, up, down to the other. Breathing in and out through our nose as we just go gently from side to side. Try keep our bum in the same position, just really moving those hips over. From this position, we're going to keep our feet at the same width. We're going to slide our bum forwards and come into our Malasana squat. Stay where you are, and we're just going to bring our hands together in the prayer position and move our weight from side to side. If you're in sort of a higher position, you can still do this, just make sure it's comfortable for you. We're going to bring our hands out in front of us. We're going to keep our left hand out to the side of our left foot. We're going to bring our right hand over to that hand. We're going to open up, bringing our hand back down and opening up, breathing out, bringing our hand back down and opening up. Now we're going to bring our right hand to the outer of our right foot, take our left hand over to our right hand and opening up that chest, out, opening up that chest, breathing out and opening up that chest, bringing our hand back down. From here, we're just going to raise our sit bones up and bring our feet in, hip width apart. We're going to grab our elbows and we're just going to gently swing from side to side. Have a little bend in your knee, gently bouncing and swinging from side to side. Couple of deep breaths here. And we're going to circle our arms and bring them above our head, coming nice and tall. Then a step to the top of our mat. Deep breath in, bringing our hands above our head. Exhale out, bringing our hands down to our feet. Now we're going to step our right foot back, our left foot back into a plank position, keeping our hands nice and firm. Now you can lower your body all the way to the floor, or you can bring your body halfway down. Then we're going to come up to cobra or upwards dog, bringing our crown to the sky, our gaze up. Now we're going to come into a downward dog. It's going to turn our feet over. We're going to push our hips back, keeping our hands nice and grounded where we are. Really pushing into those hands at the front, fingertips wide apart. Bringing our hips back. start walking our feet, so bending one knee and the other. Nice deep breaths as we do. In and out of our nose. I'm going to find some stillness. We're going to look forwards. We're just going to gently walk our feet back to our hands, coming into a forward fold. We can even grab our elbows and swing from side to side. Bringing our hands back down, inhaling and rising up. Exhale, bringing our hands back down to our side. Now we're going to do that again and just add on each time. Inhale, bringing our hands above our head. Exhale, hands down to our feet. Firming our hands down to the ground. Bringing our right foot back, our left foot back into our plank position. And you can lower yourself fully to the ground. On inhale, push up to cobra, or push up to upwards facing dog. Exhale, you can use your knees, tuck your toes in. Keep your fingertips nicely spaced apart. And really push into those hands and bring the hips back. You can start walking out again. Walking those feet, your heels do not have to touch the mat, so don't worry about that. Really all about bringing your hips as far back as you can and pushing into your hands. You're going to find stillness, and on our next inhale, we're going to raise that right leg straight up in the air. Exhale, we're going to bend it forwards and bring it to the outside of our right hand onto our lizard pose. We're going to keep our hands nice and flat in the centre of the mat and that foot nice and firm on the floor. A couple of deep breaths here. So a couple of variations. So you can stay where you are. We can inhale and bring that right hand and our gaze up to the sky. Exhale, bringing our hand down. If you feel comfortable in this position, then you can come onto your elbows. If that doesn't feel comfortable, then just come straight back up, pushing firmly into both those hands. On our next inhalation, we're going to take the leg back to our one leg down the dog. So inhale, pushing that leg back, pointing the right foot to the ceiling. Exhale, lowering that foot on the floor. We're going to lower our knees, our bum on top of our heels, and going to come to our child's pose. A double couple of inhale and exhales here. Couple of deep breaths. I'm going to push back up into our downward dog. And then we're going to walk or jump our feet to our hands. Looking forwards. Bringing the hands back down to our feet. Finding that forward fold. Inhale, rising nice and tall. Exhale, bring our hands down. We're going to do that, but on the other side now. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Bringing our hands nice and firm. Right leg back, left leg back. Coming halfway or fully to the ground. Inhale into our upward facing dog, crowned and gaze to the sky. Exhale, turning those feet over, pushing up into our hands for our downward dog. Again, find stillness, just walking your legs out, opening those heels. And then on the next going to take our left leg, pointing that toe up and coming into our one-legged dog. Exhale, we're going to bring your left foot to the outside of your left hand into a lizard pose on this side again. Same thing on this side. Inhale, we're going to bring that left hand up to the sky. Exhale, we're going to bring it down. If you feel comfortable here, then you can lower your hands down to the ground again and take a couple of deep breaths. Alternatively, if you try doing that, it doesn't feel comfortable, then just come back up into lizard pose. You're having a really nice opening of your hip here, and you don't want to push yourself. Next inhale, we're going to take our leg back into that one-legged downward dog. Exhale, we're going to bring our foot down into our downward dog. Walking out our feet. Knees down. Going to come into our child's pose again. Next inhale, we're going to come into our tabletop and we're going to bring our legs as wide as the mat, and our feet are going to be directly behind our knees, and we're going to come into our frog pose. Inhale and exhale. Should really feel your hips on both sides opening. A few nice deep breaths here. Going to bring our hands back, and we're going to bring ourselves slowly rolling up. Bringing those shoulders back. And we're going to step into the centre of our mat, and we're going to bring our feet wider than our hips, our heels wider than our hips, and we're going to turn the feet outwards. If your feet are a little bit like this, that's okay. Try and get them facing each end as much as you can, but it doesn't have to be perfect. And we're going to come into our goddess pose. So inhale, bringing our hands above our heads. Exhale, squatting down. Rising up. Again, hands over to our heads. Squatting down. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, relaxing. Inhale, hands over our heads, squatting down. Exhale, rising up. One more time. Inhale, hands over our heads. Exhale, squatting down. And rising back up. We're going to keep our feet wide. We're going to bring our heels out. So sort of our feet are as wide as it feels comfortable at the moment. And we're going to go for a wide-legged fold. So where we are. Inhale, bringing our hands over our head. Just do what feels comfortable, manageable for you. Don't push yourself too far. Exhale, going to bring our hands down to the middle of the mat. You can play about whilst you're here, bringing your hands over to your right foot. Exhale. Inhale, hands up over to the left foot. And exhale. Bringing our hands back to centre. For here, we're going to bend into our left leg and lowering ourselves down. onto the floor. Bringing that left foot, the sole, into the inside of our right leg. Should be facing the short end of our mat. And we're going to have our right leg out straight. We're going to inhale, and we're going to go for a fold, a forward fold. Exhale. Bringing that stomach and your chest towards your thigh and your knee. Stretching your hands along your leg. Take a couple of deep breaths whilst we're here. We're going to slowly roll back up. Now we're going to change legs. So left leg goes out. Our right sole comes into the inner of our left thigh. We're going to inhale, exhale, lowering ourselves nice and slowly down towards our thigh, towards our knee. Maybe holding our foot, maybe not. It doesn't matter, just what feels comfortable for you. Couple of deep breaths here. And then slowly take our hands and roll ourselves back up. We're going to get our legs, we're going to shake them out in front of us. We're going to bring our feet hip width apart. We're going to bring our bum a little bit closer to our heels. And we're going to lie back down. Try and keep your head on the mat. We're now going to do a figure of 4 stretch. So we're going to bring our left foot over to the top of sort of our right thigh. We're going to lift our right leg up. We're going to interlace our hands under that right thigh. Just going to gently pull our right thigh towards us. You should really feel the stretch in your left hip. Couple of deep breaths here. Gonna lower that right foot, lower left foot, and do the same thing on the other side. Taking our right foot across onto our left thigh, picking up our left foot, taking our hands, interlacing them under our left thigh, and relaxing back down. Just feel that stretch really nicely through your right hip. We're going to lower our left leg and our right leg. And we're going to come into our last pose of the day. Shuffling our bum maybe a little bit forwards. We're going to bring our feet up to the ceiling. We're going to take our hands and you can interlace them either the outsides of your foot, or I like to take my first 2 fingers and hook around my big toes. We're going to try and keep our back nice and flat, and we're just going to gently rock from side to side. Now I'm not actually very good at this, so if you do see me wobble over to the side, that's totally fine. And sort of just giving yourself a massage on your back. I suppose it's actually called Happy Baby. Yeah, I do think it makes you feel quite happy. Rocking from side to side. There we have it, a quick session on hip opening. Please like, please leave a comment, please subscribe. I'm really open to any feedback. So yeah, let me know. Thanks for watching.